Yo, 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 yo. Welcome back to Who You Talking To show. Me, I'm here from the To Be Fair show, your host, OleHead Rell.
Hey, old head singing back again,
Look at this
trying
nigga.
to do
Oh.
this, trying to do this. See, that's what's wrong. See, you see
So
how
what's
you
wrong?
interrupt me, you
Oh,
know what I
my
mean?
bad, my bad. Go
Kids,
ahead.
these kids these days don't have no respect for their elders.
Mm,
I don't know what it is. I don't know something in the water. I don't know what it is. No respect. You know what I mean?
my bad, my
I'm
bad.
I'm twice his age. I don't get nothing. You know what I mean?
My bad, my
No
bad.
respect.
My bad. I ain't mean to interrupt you.
Yeah,
I'm
just
getting my.
just rude.
Nah.
That's just
I was
how it
trying to
is.
see if you was going to throw your AKAs in there.
My AKAs.
Yeah.
No, it's not
No AKAs
necessary.
this time.
Not necessary.
All right, all
Not
right, all right.
necessary.
No glit,
No, none
none
of
of
that.
that.
None of that.
All right,
None of
all
that.
right. I
None
ain't
of that.
mad at you.
None of
I
that.
ain't mad at you. How you feeling, man?
I was feeling pretty good till you delayed everything.
Well, we said we was gonna take it an hour back. We appreciate everybody that's tapped in right now. We said we was gonna push it an hour back. I'm thinking that this was a better time. Maybe we can I see that usually people start to kind of pull in a little bit later than when we start. So like now you look at it, we got 5 people in there already. We appreciate y'all tapping in. And we moved it back a little bit later. I was thinking that, maybe people still it's Saturday. So
Mm.
people still coming in from whatever they was doing, you know what I mean? So we'll see. We'll see how it works, man. But you said you doing all right, man?
Yeah, I'm doing all right.
How was your week?
Yeah. It's tiring. I'm doing something you don't know nothing about.
What's
Work.
that? Oh yeah. I don't know
Yeah.
nothing about it.
Nothing.
Oh, okay. I ain't
Nothing.
mad at you. I
Nothing.
ain't mad at you.
Yeah.
I ain't mad at you, man. We're gonna hop right into it. We got the questions from our illustrious female panel or female org. What did I call them last week?
I don't know.
I don't remember. We're gonna get y'all
You didn't you still I don't even know who they is.
that's
So
not it's not really important. That part right there ain't really that
yeah,
important. I think that
okay.
for you, it was good for me.
For
Yeah,
me.
yeah, yeah, yeah. We
See,
appreciate y'all for
that,
tapping in and giving us some
yeah.
questions. And so let me see what I'm. So one of the questions that they have.
I'm sitting up here blind as hell. I'm trying to figure out why. Trying to figure out why I can't see shit in this room.
So
There you go.
one of their questions was what is a deal breaker physically about a woman? Hold on, about a woman on not choosing her. Like what is a deal breaker for you physically for a woman?
A
Is what they're
physical.
asking us. Yeah. What is a physical attribute or thing that we just like? It's just a deal breaker for you. It's no go every time.
Now, see me. I'm gonna tell you. I mean, I think there's beauty in women of all sizes,
Mm.
all shapes. You know what I mean? Because I done dated all across the spectrum.
Okay,
You
okay.
know what I mean? And I mean, nanas, nanas. It ain't got nothing to do with your size, the way the whether it just,
Oh, I mean,
what I
it can
mean.
get a little
Yeah,
difficult now.
yeah. Okay,
It ain't the
but
ease is not always
but
there.
I'm gonna tell you now. I'm gonna tell you. You can say it'll get a little difficult. I done dated big girls before. I done dated big girls open their legs and make you want to get a handkerchief out. You know what I mean? Thing just be like that, boy. You be
Hey,
so happy to see it. You know what I
hey.
mean? I'm talking about for real. And smaller women too.
So what is
But
the
I
deal
don't get
breaker?
across the spectrum. Me is feet. I can't stand a woman with
Mm,
bad feet.
mm.
Goddamn, you hobbling and shit. I can't do it. I can't.
It-
You can't. How the hell you walk sexy with bad feet?
hey, I
I'm
don't
just
know.
saying.
Do it usually come from like small shoes, like the
I,
heels and stuff they be
hey,
wearing?
I got a couple sisters.
Uh huh.
Women do have a habit of trying to put shoes on that's too small. I don't know what it is about
Let's make your
trying to
feet
make
not
your
look so
feet.
big.
Hey, look, if your feet big, they big. But
Mm.
you know what? When you take your shoes off
And them
and
mother
you
sitting
don't
in there.
crush them feet up in there for years like that, and
Yeah.
then you want a man to be rubbing on your feet and shit,
Uh,
it just don't
I
happen.
ain't never been a foot person. I don't really
I
like
like I
people
like
feet.
feet. I like
I don't
feet.
really like people feet.
I like feet. That's probably why I can't stand. But it's twofold.
Mm-hmm.
Cause like I
You
say,
suck
you
toes?
can't walk. You can't. Huh?
Do you suck toes?
Yeah, if we got them ones that
That
suckable,
look right. Yeah,
if they
yeah.
look right, you know what I
Yeah,
mean.
them
We're gonna have
joint.
to put them in
So,
some
but
water
did she take?
first,
Okay,
though.
I was about to say,
We're
but
gonna have to put them in some
no
water
baking
first.
soda on them joint. Nothing. You got no, just water's enough.
No soap. We need some
Get some
soap.
soap.
We
All
need
right.
some soap. You know what I mean? Some
Antibacterial.
kind of,
Some
we
dye.
can't. Yeah, cause you like I said, they, them shoes, your
Yeah,
feet get
I ain't no
musty in
foot
them
person.
shoes. You know what I'm saying?
I can massage them, but I
Yeah.
definitely ain't
Oh
putting
no,
them nowhere close to
I'll
my
play
mouth.
I'll play this little piggy in a minute now.
Mm.
If they right, I can play this little pity. But you know what though? Yeah, hard. See, I'm I'm a little bit up in age in case I know it's hard to
It's about
notice. I
over
know
with.
it's
It's about
hard.
over
I
with.
know when you look at
No,
me, you know what I'm
I can
saying.
see it. I can see you on the black hour. The bucket is tilted. It's about over for you. Yeah, what they say, you 1 foot in, 1 foot in the grave. You
But
got
you know what
your
though?
thighs in that motherfucker.
Hey, that's all right though. When I kick that motherfucker, I'm gonna look good doing it though. I'm gonna tell you that. And when I kick it, I'm gonna look good doing it. They gonna say he was young.
It sounds good. I think everybody ain't gonna do it. So what I was trying to think, what would be like a certified deal breaker as far as physical for me? Huh. Oh, I can give you one that's for easier. A BBL.
A BBL
is easily.
See, that's your generation.
No, it's I'm pretty sure it's the women in your generation doing it too.
But it's just not like in your generation though.
Oh, I mean,
Women
I'm not
pretty
debating
much,
that part.
I mean, women, they own, they want to look, fit and this and that and whatever.
Mm.
But women in my generation ain't too much want to let nobody inject no shit or cut on them.
No,
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I can see that.
You heal different when you get in when you from my generation.
6 months.
It
I
gonna
don't know
ball
what the
more than
user
that.
time frame is. I know it's a few months.
It gonna ball more than that.
Yeah.
They started cutting on you and
I know. I actually heard a story of like a dude that was telling me he was like, he had old lady got a BBL and like she literally once she healed up, she changed like instantaneously. Relationship went smooth downhill from there, automatic downhill.
Yeah,
and that it's and Corey said something about like in order for someone to get a person that to get a BBL, something got to be wrong with them mentally. Something mentally is a little bit, kind of astray. And matter of fact, it was in that one that we watched 2 weeks ago. We were watching some clips from it.
I agree with him because it's like this right here. Men like different women for different reasons.
Right.
Some men like big asses because that symbolizes something for them. Some men like that little tootie booty.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then some, they like for their ass to be, be like, kind of flat. You know what I mean? Because they say,
that's how you like them with the flat.
No. See, there you want to go start some shit. See, there you go. There you go.
I was just asking, but you ain't got to answer. Keep going.
No. See, now you distracting me. See, now I came in here on one for you. I calmed down because you said we pushed it back an hour and all this kind of stuff.
I just asked a simple question.
Don't make me. I see. You always want to talk. And then the thing is, I ain't never understand. Your boy Q hit me up the other day.
Oh yeah, okay.
He was sleepwalking though. He did it in
he
his
just
sleep.
Don't remember it.
He don't remember.
Okay, what he said?
He don't remember.
What he said?
He was asking me why you don't bring your wife over there to mingle with the ladies and stuff. Yeah. You know what I came up with?
What'd you come up with?
I came up with it's kind of hard for her to come and see other people when you keep her ass duct taped in the damn kitchen.
Well, is you serious? So
duct
that
you know
better.
You got her in the duct tape,
better,
and then you telling everybody she don't want to go. It's hard to go somewhere if your ass duct tape.
And you gonna have to wear this afterwards too.
Hey.
And she know you telling a lie. Well, she just really don't. She's a homebody. Always been like that. When we were a little bit younger, we definitely got out a bit more. But like. Even me myself, like shoot, I usually come home. You know what I mean? I get out work and come home. I don't be out doing a whole bunch. She just like to chill. That's just it. You know what I mean? Hey, whenever she want to come, she'll be there. Until then, hey, I'm not finna try to force her to go. It ain't that serious.
You want mine?
No. I'm gonna chill. Let's go back to these questions. uh, then here's another one that I want to use too. This is the last one we're gonna use from this specific set of questions. It says, what do women wear right now that they consider fashionable but you can't stand?
What do women wear right now that they consider fashionable?
Yeah,
that I
you
can't
just can't
stand?
stand.
You got me with that one.
Well, I'll go first. I hate the bonnet movement.
That bonnet. Oh.
I hate the bonnet movement. I understand that, like, if your hair isn't done, you know what I mean, you used to putting all of that, the weaves and stuff and the braids and all that. If it's not done like that, then you don't want to go out like that. So you just put the thing on. But I ain't really with it. I think that, like, I got an old school kind of feel to it. Like, when I leave the house, I'ma leave ready. You know what I mean? I'm gonna come out with my best foot forward. You know what I mean? That's just how I'm gonna do. So, like, I ain't just gonna leave the house. I mean, my haircut might be a little, you know what I mean? Matter of fact, my hair might not be done, but it'll be shaped up and clean enough for me to be able to come out and still look decent. Like, I ain't really with the bonnet game. That right there is one of those that I just truly hate.
I can feel you on that. Me personally, I'm always in work clothes. So, but the difference between me being in work clothes and them being in clothes like that is I look like I've been to work. 9 times out
Even
of 10,
when you don't go to work.
Okay, see, anybody that know me, see, look, you probably don't know nobody that done experience the things you done experience because I work the way I do. Even like riding down the street in your car, pull up to the light.
What is
somebody toot the horn, tell you roll the window down, tell you must be the Jesse or Renee son.
Right. Because I look like, what does that got to do with work? You talking about? I don't get what you was talking. I don't get your whole how you made that style. I'm not following.
How you not following?
Cause you still trying to see. You said something about you going to work so much is.
I was talking about me in clothes, and then I thought about, like the fact that you did it because I was trying to explain something to you. See, that's what I'm talking about. If you stop being so damn managed and fucking listen, you know what I mean? Just listen for a damn minute. Then I can give you the tea.
You be talking like I can't Donald give you Trump, the tea. Though. You got the Donald Trump.
But look what it got him, though. Look what it got him. Look what it got him. Look what it got him.
You got to tell a few more lies.
See.
You damn near there. You close. You tell a few, but not quite enough.
Woo.
But go ahead.
But anyway, okay. But see, now look here. See, we didn't got the people all lost. You know what I was talking about, but they don't know what I was talking about. So now I'm gonna go ahead and finish that, and then I'm gonna double back and then fill in where your question that you was asking me. If you give me a chance, just because I don't answer question the way you don't answer question, don't mean I don't deserve to get a chance to answer your question.
The floor is yours.
Okay, now shut the fuck up. Okay, so you don't remember when the dude rolled the window down and told you that you said that I was your dad, and then he said your daddy sure will work.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but you say I don't work, but a random nigga seen you and said you look like either me or my sister, and you said I was your dad, and he told you your daddy damn sure will work or sure would work, something like that. Yeah, so did that not happen? But did that not happen though?
No, that happened. That's a fact.
Okay, so not can I finish?
Go ahead.
Okay then. Damn. Okay. I thought they were our show.
Well, you got the floor.
Okay. Now damn, listen then. Okay, so now as far as the women go, I have to be honest. I like women when they dress sexy. I do like that. You know what I'm saying? I do. I like my woman to dress sexy. But if you my woman, you dress sexy, but you don't have to be showing nothing though. If you ain't my woman, you can have all your ass out. I don't give a damn. I'm looking. I'm looking. You know what I'm saying? But if you my woman, you're gonna keep your ass covered.
Right.
and your titties,
Right.
all that got to be covered.
Agreed.
You know what I'm saying? So, but you can dress sexy though. You can. You can dress sexy without showing all your ass and everything. So yeah, I can't say that it's really something that I don't like that they wear, except for that bonnet thing though. That right there, that's just not a good look. You know what I'm saying? Don't
Yeah.
nobody want no woman walking around looking like she just got out the bed. I don't understand how they, and then dudes wearing them. I done seen dudes, but that's your generation though. That ain't my generation. That's your generation.
Dudes do what?
Wearing bonnets.
Oh yeah, that's crazy. With
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
crazy.
I done seen dudes with bonnets on. I mean, you know, it's done got y'all. I don't know what the hell y'all doing.
Yeah, I don't know what. Hey, I stay. I got a old soul, so I kind of lean further to that side of things. When
Yeah,
it come down to certain shit.
definitely. Yeah.
Let me see. We got some comments. Sabura asks, "What I do to you? What you do to your dad? I ain't do nothing to him. I ain't do nothing to him. Yeah, I don't know what he came in on one earlier. I don't know what happened.
She would have liked me a little while ago if you had everything right. I done calm down, nigga.
Oh, she said, "Oh, you looking smooth." See
oh, thank you, darling. Thank you. I appreciate that. It is, hey, see, that's what I'm talking about. When you gonna stop hating on me?
Bro, I'm not hating
I look better than you, and I'm twice your age. Ain't that a thing?
Hey, that's cool, bro. I'll let you have that, bro.
Yeah.
I ain't worried about that part.
Okay.
I ain't worried about that
Okay,
part.
we'll get back to the question.
Yeah, she said,
we established that.
Who like flat booties?
Who like flat booties?
OleHead be liking the pancake, Jones.
Who?
That's what
I don't know where you. I don't know where you get that from. But like I said, it don't matter. It's more personality. You know what I'm saying? If I feel your personality or whatever, you know what I'm saying? You ain't got to have no great big booty. That nana still there. It's still there. And at the end of the day, that's what we want.
Yeah, but you gotta I'm off the market, but when I did, there was I don't have back in my day, a biggin. That was a biggin one time. Ain't nobody know though. You know what I mean? Yeah. That was when it was dark. Nigga needed a little gas money. I was like 17.
So you ain't no good, bro. You ain't no good.
I was Tyrone back then.
You ain't no good.
I was Tyrone back then.
No, no, my biggin. I love my biggin as long as it lasted. You know what I mean? Everything got an expiration date though.
Shout out the Original Panthers Fan Podcast. He said, my beef is wearing pajamas every day. The women wearing pajamas outside and stuff.
Outside.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
I feel him on that one too. Yeah. No, you can't go out the door. You representing me.
Yeah, that's crazy work.
Yeah.
Now, and something else, what I will say too, is that I realized this, and this was later, because I got married at it was 21. I always said 19 for whatever reason.
No, she got
my
married.
wife corrected me.
She got married. You
it was 21. Damn. Oh, something that I realized over time as I got older is like that your wife is a reflection of you.
Oh yeah,
and definitely. You know what I mean. And so like getting her what she need to be when because y'all both need to step out. Y'all are a reflection of each other. And I mean, that's same thing with the kids. So like, you know what I mean. I learned that a little bit later in the marriage. It's like my wife. She's not a really like needy person. She, you know what I mean. She doesn't really like. So like getting the nails done every week and getting the hair done all the time. She a homebody, so that stuff ain't really a requirement.
If you duct tape, how much can you nail polish can you put on?
Bruh.
Clothes and all. You don't need all that if you duct tape.
Bruh, you can run with whatever the fuck. You know the truth. You know the truth. You trying to get a good joke off. Yeah, I had to hide the big, and that was back when I was like 16, 17. Mom Dukes was letting me use her car.
Is that when you started duct taping them back then?
No. I ain't never really had to do all that. But yeah, that was back like Mom Dukes used to let me drive a car. You know what I mean? I ain't had no job, gas money. I ain't asked for it. She was just volunteering. I was. I think that every dude, you know what I mean, especially if you ain't come from your parents ain't leave you no silver spoon. You came from, you know what I mean, borrowing the car without gas money and shit and getting fussed at about it. And hey, she got there, you know what I mean?
My mama ain't let you borrow shit. You ain't borrow my mama car. Well, my mama ain't I can't remember one time my mama loaned me her car. Not one.
Yeah.
Not one. My daddy did it a couple of times, but you can count them motherfuckers on your hand. I can guarantee you that.
You say
My daddy
drove big my car a couple of times?
No, my daddy loaned me his.
Oh, okay,
gave me something to drive a couple of times.
Shit, I don't think you let me. Oh, you did give me something to drive. You did.
There we go. With the
Oh, you want to go into the story or what? You want to talk about it?
Oh, but see, look, hey, like you say now, hey, everybody got their side. Everybody got their side.
The truth is the damn truth.
That's what I'm saying. Your truth and my truth. You got your truth and I got mine. You know what I mean? Okay, then.
I'll let you have that.
Okay. All right. You know, if you want to put on the show for the folks, you know, hey.
Yeah, they was just agreeing pretty much with the not going outside with bonnets on and all that. So let's try to jump into a video. I thought this one was funny. And we had some constructive criticism about the way we do the memes. Unfortunately, this week it's going to be it's going to be a little closer to the way we did it last week, where it's not necessarily lining up for an actual topic, you know what I mean, right off of the meme. Because I think sometimes I just like to get a good laugh, you know what I mean? So this one right here, I thought this one was hilarious. I think you'll like this one too.
What you? What's up? Why? Who? Who is we?
Him and his wife.
Oh.
Yeah, I thought that was hilarious. That nigga, Kevin Hart, his natural comedy is funny to me. Like that the first, I think the first two, I'm a grown little man. I think that one was good. That last one that he did, I thought I just kind of didn't like it no more. I kind of like him in the movies a little bit more now than the stand-up.
Okay, so I'm trying to understand why you showed us that one.
Oh, I thought it was funny.
Okay, would you shut the fuck up? Damn, can I talk?
Nigga, you just
okay.
Go ahead.
How the fuck? Listen, hold on. Wait a minute. How in the hell me saying I'm trying to figure out why you played that video or that whatever meme or whatever you call it? If I say that is not a question. That's a statement. And then I was going to follow up with the question.
I don't know. I didn't see it. I appreciate you letting me know. Hold on. Let me see. Can y'all see it now? No video to the audience. Oh yeah, he fired up. He fired up today. Y'all can't see that other screen here now? Y'all can't see that? Okay, so I guess I don't know what's going on, and I'm not about to try to figure it out.
Sound like to me, you need to get your shit together, bro. How the hell is you got a
sound like to me, you don't do nothing to contribute but show up. So all this on my back, nigga, you'll be all right.
Do you know how much work I have to do to look this damn good?
To look all right.
Damn, I got to look good for my audience.
It shouldn't. All this shit you be talking, then you shouldn't take too long. Okay. It shouldn't take too long.
Hey,
but let's
take a survey.
What survey you want to take?
Let's take a survey.
What is
it? Am I fine or no?
No.
That's the survey.
It depends on where you gonna have a roof at.
Bro, you ain't get the memo?
If the roofs, if
You
the
ain't.
roof,
Did you get the?
if,
Did you get?
if
Did
I'm
you?
in the roofs,
You
in the
didn't.
setting of the roof, then we
You
gonna
didn't
say
get.
no.
You didn't get the memo,
All right, bro.
bro. This
Okay,
is
I
where
got
it's at.
questions. I got some questions for you right here. So these some that I kind of was thinking of, and a lot of the time I hear you we talk about Tyrone, and you know what I mean, and you say like I'm hard on women, and I don't necessarily think you hard on men. I agree with a lot of the stuff you say about men in general.
Oh, okay.
But so I wanted to ask this question. So like in a relationship, right? What do you think is the role of a man?
What do I think the
What
role
is
of the
his
man?
role? Yes.
The man is the provider. Period. That and when I say provider, I mean I'm not speaking from the perspective of my relationship because mine is one unusual, so I'm not going to use it.
Mhm.
Not even going to talk about it because
It's not average. Go
nobody.
ahead.
I don't know anybody that's in my situation.
Mhm.
But speaking from the average relationship, the way I was brought up and the way I learned from my dad and even my mom, you know what I'm saying? If you're gonna be the man, then be the man.
Mm.
If my mama always said, if you can't fix it, then you need to be able to afford to get it fixed. That means if you're not a handyman and you can't get this shit around here fixed,
You got to get your paper up.
then you need to pull out some paper and get it done. And if you can't do that, then you can't be the man at this house.
See, and I think
That was
like
my mama.
right. But you understand we in 2024 now, right? Where it's like I think the average black man's annual earnings is like maybe $2,000 to $3,000 a year more than the average black woman. So like they're pretty much earning what we're earning, and majority are working. So
Okay.
you're saying, so I'm just trying to make sure I understand what you're saying. And so you also saying that like if you so if a
You
woman
have to improvise.
if
See, like me, my wife made more than me when she was working.
okay,
She made more than me,
right,
but I still made good money. I still make good money,
right,
but I'm also very good with my hands.
right. But
So
what I'm saying,
therefore, I don't have to spend my money paying somebody to do work. I can actually save the house money because I can do the work myself, which makes me my income and everything make me more valuable. See, that's why I say you got to improvise. In my day, it wasn't called improvising; it was just called being a man. You had to know how to do these type things.
Right. That was before the technological advancements, before the computer and shit. So, but what I'm saying is that, like, I don't disagree with what you were saying, but my thing is, in the average scenario is going to be some sort of 50-50-esque scenario. And so, like, what I, even though like my situation is what it is different than the most of, pretty much, I think most of my homies don't have the same like family dynamic as I do, which is cool. And I see that like things work, everybody relationship different and things work at different. So you know what I mean? And to say that so let's say she's working too, right? Which is the average scenario. Average man is working, average woman is working, and they're both bringing in money. So what would you say as far as, so you saying he should pay all of the bills and she should tuck her bread?
No, that's not what I'm saying.
So I'm saying, what does that provider look like in 2024 is what I'm asking. I understand back in the day.
What does it look like in 2024? In 2024, to be perfectly honest, that structure wouldn't work. It wouldn't work because, like you say, the dynamic now, women make more than men.
Oftentimes
they make more than men. Yeah, and
not in average, but oftentimes you'll see men with women that make more money than them.
It depends on if you're talking about Tyrone and Shaquita, though. If you're not talking about them, 9 times out of 10, she make more money than you.
You said if you're not talking about Tyrone and Shaquita, you talking the man is usually earning less than the woman. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, because but my point is, if you're not talking about Tyrone and Shaquita, they both got jobs, and usually they done been on their job for a little while. Tyrone and Shaquita jump from job to job to job. Tyrone probably ain't even got no job for spells. To get a job, and then he ain't got one for a spell. That's Tyrone. Yeah. So he's not going to make more than, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But and then Shaquita the same way. Shaquita hold her job for a little while because she got to pay for Tyrone living, his living standards, And then because Shaquita don't make but so much, he got more than one Shaquita. So when this Shaquita run out of money, he go over here to this Shaquita, let her build her paper up. When she get her paper, he come back over there and holler at her that she get broke again. You know what I'm saying? That's how it works. I mean, I know it sounds funny, but it really does work.
We ain't talking about that dynamic, like specifically. So essentially, if it is in a regular situation where both people are earning the average, which is around like 44, 46-ish, if they're both earning that, then you aren't saying that he's not playing his role if he's not able to pay everything.
Oh no, because the cost of living versus income, I think is the ratio is different than it was in our time.
For sure.
And so therefore you can't use that metric. So it's got to be not, I ain't gonna say 50-50. And even if we do say 50-50, there's there's things that the man should do to make up for the fact that they pretty much do a 50-50. You got to give that woman some type of reward for her, and she should give you, but you know how that go. You know what I mean? You already know how that go. You ain't, bruh, you ain't gonna get what she get.
Oh yeah.
You ain't gonna get what she get. She requires a lot more, let's just say, attention than you do. It's just natural. You know what I'm saying? So if she putting out like you putting out, you're gonna have to give her something so that she don't feel like that she getting, because she gonna feel like she getting slighted, because that's just how they do. They want everything. And it's not realistic. You know what I'm saying? So you got to do something to make her feel like she getting a little something extra on the back end. You know what I'm saying? That's my personal, that's the way I look at it. That's the way I see it. You know what I'm saying? And hey, she's a woman. That's the way they built. I mean, now we can't live with them. Like the old folks say, you can't live with them, you can't live without them.
So wear it.
Hold
pretty
it.
much what you gonna end up doing.
Hold it. Yeah. Because if you want to keep her, that's what you're gonna do.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. If you want to keep her, that's what you're gonna do.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Let's keep it at 100.
I don't know what you said, but they said say that scene. We must our Rose. So I'm just go over these before I ask this next question real quick.
Hello, what you just say?
I was reading a comment. I don't even
know
which one it was. Unc said, hold on, no, I think Mama Sharon was up here. Oh yeah, here she go right here. She said, a man is supposed to provide and make sure that his household is always in order. Yeah, it's just, I mean, I get it. Like at the end of the day, I'm in a scenario where I am the sole provider, but it ain't this. That shit is tough out here. We rent in Charlotte, just rent in Charlotte is crazy. I couldn't imagine having to rent right now.
It's stupid. You can't hardly rent nothing by yourself right now.
Exactly.
You can't. So I understand, and I agree with her. That's what we would say, but it's just not realistic now. You know what I'm saying? And I'm from the time where that's how we live, just like she talked. That's how we live. And I still pretty much, but I'm my shit different though. But anyway, yeah.
Unc said a man should be the person of trust, truth, and confirmation of all things, but she has to be a good listener, or be good at listening, I guess he meant. And what he's saying on the back end in today's society. Yeah, I think, man, see, the thing is that when you start talking about the real dynamics, it gets really, really, really tough to like. That's why I asked or additional questions about the financial end of things, is because like almost all of that old stuff don't work no more in current, because of the advancement of women, like the empowerment of women and the advancement. The dynamics aren't, you can't really try to get a old school man in the new times, where it's like women are like completely different than they were previously, and men, we're completely different than we were previously as well, because like you said, y'all were able to do things with your hands that we ain't able to do. So like not only is our is our contribution capped at finance? You know what I mean? As far as like the old school traditional way, but not only is it capped at finance, we don't have the additional, you know what I mean? We're not able to do
y'all have no
the
trade.
dirty work,
Y'all don't have
you
no
know what I mean,
trades.
to kind of offset the financial, you know, her side of finances. I think that we're kind of getting to a point to where we really don't need each other, and people only want to want each other. So like we actually asked this on the podcast, and we got requested to go and do a podcast at a cookout, which was super dope. And it was mostly women willing to speak in the conversation, and every single woman in there said they don't want to need their partner.
I understand that, but there's a dynamic that neither one of us has discussed, and and that's the fact that women start earning money earlier than men.
What do you mean?
Men, we start earning our money later in life. Women earn their money like they youth. You see what I'm saying? They earn it in the same in the beginning, like they're, because women go into like these call centers, those type of jobs, even medical nursing, those kind of jobs, and they pay good money in the, like in a couple of years you can make some money.
Okay, I see.
You see what I'm saying? But a man usually gets a job where his tenure or his knowledge of his job, working in the field, is what makes his value go up. And making good decisions with his money is what get him on top. So when he get like my age, that's usually when he come in to where his value is more in his just as much in his financial ability as it is in his ability other places.
Yeah,
you see what I'm saying?
I think a lot of the times too is that we get into situations where you would say like, I want a man that's going to be a leader, and then you know what I mean,
that's
these
learned.
type of things, and that's a learned behavior.
Exactly. That's
like
why
if you ain't never been in a situation where you've led people, like specifically a family, it's hard for you to know whether or not you can do it, let alone her to have confidence in your ability to do it either.
That's exactly what I mean. And just like a young girl, a young lady, she come out, she in the dating scene or whatever, and she want a man that can lead her. These young guys her age can't lead her because they ain't had enough experience to know how to lead.
No, that's fast.
You see what I'm saying?
I swear I didn't know what I was doing.
Yeah.
Earlier on.
So that's what I'm telling you. So women's value is on the front end. Just like, you know, the older they get, they value, you know what I'm saying? They property, real estate goes down. But we like houses. We appreciate over time. Men are like houses. We appreciate over time. Value goes up over time. Women, it goes down. And I'm not trying to
stand on that.
Yeah, I'm here. I ain't going nowhere. I'm here. And it's a fact. If you look at it, it's a fact.
And I think that like I say, the reason there are a lot of women that also like in tenure, they are earning more and more money.
But who gives a shit though? But that man she won't don't give a damn.
Yeah,
unless his name Tyrone.
That's just
he don't give a shit.
A lot of the time, most men that, well, I would say most men that actually do like use that as a thing, how much money she makes. Only people I know that, well, I know one person that thinks differently, but like for the majority of most dudes, they don't care.
They don't care. You know why? Cause pride. Man got pride. If he taking your money, what he not standing on. This house is not standing on what he on what he doing. It's standing on what you doing. So therefore, how can I stand up and hold my back up straight if we living off your money?
And then I'm getting,
and I'm getting put out on every first of the
no,
of the
you don't
night.
Get put out on the. They make sure that you contribute on that rent
on
first.
that mortgage,
yeah,
that rent.
Yeah. Then you get put out on like the 6th.
Thank you. See, and that's what I'm talking about.
7th.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
You know how you gonna hold your back straight if your woman make all the damn money, and if you making the money, you calling the shot. You ain't bringing your money home. Come on, women, ladies. You not bringing your money home and putting it in no bank account and letting that man do what he gonna pay the bills how he feel like, or pay or take care of things in the house the way he feel like with your money that you put your 40 hours in for. But she'll expect you to do it though.
Yeah,
but she ain't gonna do it.
Hey.
So therefore, how he gonna hold his back straight if you making all the money? So therefore, we don't give a shit about your money. I don't give a shit about my wife's. Nothing.
Yeah,
I don't
that's
move like I
something
do neither.
Original Panthers fan, he said women in 2024 tend to have more education than men in the black community is why the earning looks different. Yeah, I'd agree. They have more degrees than we do for sure.
Mhm.
And that's the thing. See, what we really need to be doing is getting back into the trades, because the trades is where the money is now. I was looking at it. I was reading an article last week, I believe, and it was the newest and fastest rising high earning class is your HVAC, your plumbers, your electricians,
and I
all
can do
of
a
that
little
type
bit
of
of
stuff.
all of that shit.
And so like these are the new 6-figure, or no, it was actually millionaire actually.
Mhm.
It was the new and fastest rising millionaire class are the handyman handyman job. So like we
That's
definitely
right.
need to get to it.
That's right. And you don't need no whole bunch of degrees to do it.
Exactly.
That's certificates. That's all you need is some certificates.
And all of the
certifications. That's it.
Like we talk about with AI and automation, all this computer work, that shit's gonna be going.
Yeah.
Because they want the machines to
automating
be able to do
that
it.
stuff, man. That stuff you doing on them computers, that's the easiest stuff to automate.
Yeah.
They got a bank right here on North Tryon right now. Got 2-3 people working the whole bank because they done automated the whole bank.
Yeah.
The whole bank. And my credit union that I bank with said that they one of the girls told me up there that they finna automate their facility. It's like 12, 14 people that work up there. It's gonna be 3.
Yeah, they
come on now.
I remember when I was working.
This shit finna get automated, and then you think that's the first tier. When they get through with it, ain't gonna be nobody in there.
Yeah, that's gonna be trash. Well, you know what they're doing now too. I seen, because like when I was working at the bank, I seen that they said they were like pretty much they were trial running their first bankerless branch, and that was like a sign. Okay, this shit is coming. You know what I mean? This shit is coming. So like, and then I was noticing, even with like it's just a lot. They're literally a lot of that computer call center shit. A lot, and see, this is the thing. Not only are they going to automate it, first we're going to see a mass. They're going to have so many more of the foreigners, or not foreign, but like people in other countries
doing.
They're going to be doing the jobs, because they're doing it for pennies on the dollar comparative to us, and which they already have that now. But they finna speed that up right before the automation. That's what I think is going to be.
And I think we in an environment right now. Not get on the Trump Kamala thing, but we're in an environment right now where Trump gonna let these companies do whatever they need to do to get that bottom line wherever they want it to be at. And that means to fire your ass and put you on unemployment. That's where your ass gonna be at.
It'll be crazy if he do like the tax breaks and have them, you know what I mean? They start firing people after they get the break. That's crazy.
Yeah, because that's the thing. He's gonna let them do whatever it is they need to do to get their bottom line right, and that means your ass gonna be looking for a job.
Oh, we got somebody got a little smoke. Said what OleHead and the what OleHead and the older community fail to realize is in their time, I guess, you could earn enough to live and provide by yourself if you was willing to work 40 to 50 hours. That's not a given in 2024. This the cost of living comparative to the minimum wage and shit is like completely different now, or just the average wage is just like completely different.
Bro, if you try that shit now, when you living in the country, you moving to Concord, Monroe, or Waxhaw, Pageland. That's where you moving to. That shit you can't do that shit right here. No, you can't do it. I don't know what they talking about. You don't make that kind of money.
Yeah, home ownership. Yeah, home ownership is a good way. Another thing about the home ownership thing too is that like it depends on where you at too, because like you can get taxed out of simply taxed out of the neighborhood.
We're about to get taxed out of this neighborhood. You said much that shit went up.
Yeah, it's keep going up, but like and that's something that I didn't think that it would go up as fast as it's going up. Bro, but like
that's why you gotta pay your shit off, because once you pay it off, taxes ain't shit.
Yeah. I kind of got a different
I understand.
approach to the financial.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Damn. Talk about Panther. He said, I'm over 50. I work 50 to 70 hours a week, but it's just a distance. But it's just a difference with women up to today's society. I think that's what he meant. He was replying back to bro. Okay. I think we're going. That's a lot more.
I'm gonna applaud He putting in them kind of hours. I ain't mad at you. I remember that.
Yeah, 50 to 70
I
hours.
remember
That's
that.
a lot of hours.
I remember that. Every week, like it wasn't nothing. Every week, every
Yeah.
week. I still put in those hours, but I don't put it in on my job. I put it in the work I do after I get off and my job combined. I put those hours in, maybe even a little bit more sometimes. But I do that. It's a combination that get me those type hours
Yeah.
because
And
usually you
then
know how the job go.
yeah. Um, and I guess I was asking that initial question to kind of lead myself into this one. We kind of got them going sidebar a little
Hmm.
bit, but I'm still going to ask it. And this is something that I've actually thought about. Like, I'm married, you're married, been married for a long time, me myself, and but I've come to the or I'm coming to the conclusion, or maybe you can make me think a little bit differently about it, because we talk about marriage a lot in our society, and excuse me, I actually am starting to believe that we have socially outgrown marriage. I think that we've socially outgrown marriage. Do you want me to explain before or you want to go ahead and say something first after your first thoughts of, just hearing that?
My first thoughts of hearing that you must not going to be dating because if women don't date without usually a good woman dates with the intention of marrying. So how you gonna change her mind to date you knowing that you ain't never gonna marry her ass?
Well, I mean, that's a
So
good question.
I'm just I just want
Well,
to
I
put
mean, I
that
think
out
that
there.
well, first off, I think that if you can provide a level of stability that she can't provide for herself, that shit will still happen. If you can provide a stability that she does not have, she will still be there, and you know what I mean, the marriage thing will become a
Yeah,
little less important.
but we just got through talking about the income thing.
Okay,
And then now you're talking about a level of stability that she can't provide
for
for
herself,
herself.
right?
Okay. So now I guess that would still hold up though, because the simple fact that the cost of living and then the income, still don't make enough to do what she want to do by herself. She needs somebody. So I guess you could keep her around or she'll keep your ass for around for a while because
Mm.
of the simple fact. And then hopefully by the time she do get to that level or whatever, let's just say income, if it's possible, that she love you and then she
Because that's
keep
the
you
thing.
then.
The thing is, and I'll explain why I kind of come to that conclusion. First, I'll start with the fact that people don't want to need each other. So, like, not needing your partner is literally the reason why you kind of stay together. When you make it to the 20, 30 years, it's because of a need for each other. If we want not to need each other, then you almost want not to be married, because you're gonna get married quite a few times if that's the plan. Because the thing is that it's so easy.
They don't look at it like that.
Well, I mean, of
They
course,
don't separate those two. They don't separate the fact that I don't want to need you with I don't want you to say get on your damn knee.
oh
They
no,
don't
I know that.
separate
Oh
those.
no, I know it. I don't
Okay.
think that I don't think
Yeah,
that
they
we
don't
think about
separate
it
that shit. They
rationally.
can't separate that shit.
They don't. I don't believe that most people think about marriage rationally. You know what I mean, after 14 years of being married, I can see a little bit differently than a person that ain't married or never been married. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
I think I know a thing or two about the, you know what I mean, how the shit, at least for me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I know a lot about how it worked for me and how it's working for me and what the transitions that I had to make and like the certain things that I had to like get better at, like the leadership and all that shit. Like I had to mature past the level. I had to become selfless enough for it to work. And also my wife had to become selfless enough for it to be able to maintain itself. And I think that I think that I don't think that because it takes so much time. If you talking about
Yeah.
getting
That's why I
married,
was
if you've never led a family
mhm.
and you think because you coached the basketball team or you was the main player, what do they call them, the leader on the team,
Uh,
that shit's giving you these leadership skills that
Captain.
you captain. If you think that that's what's doing it and that's what you got to pull on, you're gonna
Yeah.
fucking fail, bro.
If
I ain't
you
gonna say you're gonna fail. It's just a learned behavior. It takes a long time for you to like kind of find your footing, because it ain't no happy
you
wife,
have
happy
to
life,
say
because that shit means that you're miserable and you liable to jump off the cliff. You know what I mean? That ain't gonna
It's
work.
give and take.
It's a give and take.
But
And
the
you,
thing of it is like I was trying to say is you have to learn that, especially when you ain't grew up in a household where that was the thing. If you grew up in a household where you had a mom and a dad and they work things out, even but it's normal. They got little specs every now and again. We ain't talking about no goddamn the Cosbys. We ain't talking about that shit. We talking about real life. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. If you grew up in that environment, then you might could do it. You might get an early start. But the average motherfucker, we grew up in broken families and all of this stuff. So age and experience is what gives you those knowledges. And that's why I was saying about younger women. I think that's their attraction to older men is the fact that they think that being with an older man, that he's gotten to the point where those things are given. I'm just gonna say like me, I didn't really appreciate y'all the way I do now. And I always loved y'all, but the love is different when you appreciate and then you understand how you are expected and how you should move within that family structure, no matter whether it's a close-knit family structure or one that's, not so close. You know what I'm saying? You understand how to move, and nobody teaches you that. Life does. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's why the dating thing is the way it is now. And I even learned more, I'm gonna say I've learned more in the last couple of years than I actually think I knew before. I mean, I knew some things, but I've learned even more. And then I have what I would say I have been privy to a situation or information that that the word I'm looking for that confirms or Lord have mercy.
you pretty much saying that validates or
That
invalidates
validates the way I felt and the way I feel. I understand, you know what I'm saying? I understand. And I don't know why I couldn't think of validate, but yeah, validate the way that I feel and gives me a confirmation on the way that I was thinking, and even more understanding of the way I was thinking just from my experience. And I'd have never had those experiences as if I hadn't have lived as long as I lived. That's why I say, men value comes in on the backside. Women's values come from the beginning.
That's crazy to think about it that way too, because like the things that men are valued for are things that come with being seasoned.
Thank you. That's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? A woman comes out and that youth is her value.
A lot of
youth is her value. Even at work. They want that. It's at work. That's what I'm telling you. Women's value is up front. It's given to them. They're born with it.
They have value from the beginning.
We have to create and build ours. You see what I'm saying? And that's the difference. And see, but nobody wants to tell the truth. And nobody wants to admit that that's what it is. They want to get in their feelings and talk about this, is that. And, it's not right. This ain't right. That back in the day, my daddy's daddy and his daddy, that's the way it was. That was the way it was. And it was accepted.
Yeah, I think that oftentimes what we're seeing is and it's funny because I think I'm like right in that age where like women actually like to be with men that are their own age or right around their age. It's like growing up when I was in school, they always wanted older men. You know what I mean? Because they wanted the stability, the car, the apartment. They wanted that thing, and it was all based in that. But then once you get to the age where like on average you should have that. I don't know what it is about this age, this mid-30s, late-30s age, where it's like they actually like men around their age. You know what I mean? I think that like as they tend to get old, at this point right now, it seems as though they now at they like at your age, they're more apt to be willing to give a younger dude a chance. I've been kind of, been seeing that being played around with here recently, and I don't know unless you try and get somebody to, you know what I mean, get your back right, and if you try and do it, but I don't see what a younger dude going, you know what I mean, or also this was something else I
Well,
came
see,
to.
the thing what you were saying about the younger dude, you touched on that, but you didn't really say anything.
Mm.
The younger dude's value to the woman is the thing that they hold value to that we don't, and it's their money. It's their money. It should
Are you
be.
talking about why the
It
younger dude
should.
would value them?
Yeah. It should have value to you. But I think I explained why it doesn't have value to us.
Yeah.
If you're a man and you holding your own, or you want to hold your own, and you want to hold your back up straight, you don't give a shit about her money. But she can get that young dude and he'll tear her back out because she
What?
got that bread.
What?
You know what I'm saying? Because she got that bread.
Yeah.
And so that dynamic works too for them. But now you're gonna grow old by yourself though.
Yeah.
You definitely growing old because he's not gonna be there.
Yeah.
So you growing old
he
by
also
yourself.
gonna be dropping off something
And he's
at
gonna
his
be
age.
dropping off something his age,
Yeah.
with your money.
That's true too.
That's right. Yeah. Mhm.
That's true too.
So I'm just, it's just, I would just wanted that side of the spectrum to be shown too, because that's who wants your money. We don't want your money.
Yeah, something that I thought about too, because like a lot of the time they'll talk about. I've heard, especially with me and my situation being like a sole provider, a lot of the guys that I don't know, it doesn't their position doesn't matter. What I'm saying is a lot of the guys that have a lot to say about dudes that do that.
Mhm.
It's like, or even the women, right? That ain't got to do that you know what I mean, will get everything, pay for everything and keep shit together. They say it's a power, it's a control thing.
Uh-huh.
You just want to be able to control somebody
It
and make it
sounds
so that,
good.
see, and the thing is that at the end of the day, I would have to ask the women who consistently date dudes that don't got themselves together, why is it that you dating them?
That's right.
Is it the power dynamic too?
Exactly.
Because you can put the nigga out on the third?
Mm-hmm.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Because he can't go
Because
nowhere unless he using your
you
car?
got your Section 8, or you got your apartment or whatever you got going on for yourself, and
I think it's
keeping it together, whatever. And then he come over there and help you spend your money and everything like that, and then you end up losing your shit.
Well, man, I was just talking about the dynamic because, and see, the thing is, once you get seasoned, you start to realize that power thing, it makes your life worse to even be trying to run to lead that way. You'll kind of, I mean, when I was younger, I had that kind of mentality.
And
like,
I don't think it happens as much as people think it do.
What's that?
That niggas just be shelling out money.
Oh yeah,
I don't think
no.
that. I don't
Hell
think
no,
that
that
shit
don't
happen
happen
as
nowhere
much
near.
as, people just be going. You being a stand-up dude, and if you take somebody into your life, or you got somebody in your life, and you doing as a man doing what you would do in that scenario, whether it was you was married to her, or if she was 10 years older than you or 10 years younger than you. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't mean that you over here tricking off.
Yeah.
That means that's just you. If that's how you move, if that's what you do normally, then why would you change? Because the person is younger or older, what difference does it make? If that's just the character of the person. If that's how you always move, then how you gonna say that person's tricking off? That's how they always move. And whoever's around that person should know that this person always have moved like this. So what makes it tricking? Because this person is whatever age they are.
Yeah. Tricking ain't based on the age. It's just like leading with pockets. But oh yeah, to go back to my point. So like when I was saying that we've socially outgrown marriage, it's like even if you look at like on the financial end, like you can get a financial power of attorney.
Mm-hmm.
Even the health end, you know what I mean, as far as being able to make the decisions if something happened to you, a health power of attorney.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And if y'all should go separate ways, then you simply just do away with the power of attorney. So I think that like, and like the one thing that I will say that is one of the rougher ones, but since both people are working, it just typically is not as hard. It's like having health care. So like the one thing with that marriage does grant that I haven't heard of a workaround for is being able to put the person on your healthcare plan with your job.
Oh yeah.
But essentially, most times the both of y'all working, so y'all both end up having your own shit. You know what I mean? We're so society has gotten us to be so individual that like togetherness
Mm-hmm.
with a actual contract doesn't really make sense when you look at if you just go throw back and fold your piece of paper hot dog style and like you know what I mean. I believe in monogamy if that's what you all choose. If it's gonna be a monogamous relationship, you can have the rings and everything. But at the end of the day, you don't have to go down there and talk to Sam because socially we're I don't think relationships like the longevity of relationship is going to be increasing from here.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to continue to decrease. Marriage rates will continue to be lower and divorce rates will continue to be higher if we continue to do the thing. Dudes are going to continue to lose houses and all kinds of shit. Like it just is what it is. So like I don't think that I think we've socially surpassed it.
That's why I probably why women buy their own houses now.
Sometimes
I've
I've
seen a
seen it.
lot of
I've
scenarios
seen it.
where women they buy their own houses, and
Yeah.
so men usually when people buy houses is when they got a family.
Right.
They don't usually just buy houses on their own. Now it's
Mm.
coming more of a thing to buy a house yourself. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
That's because we're getting more privy to, I know, especially in my generation, we're getting more privy to the benefits of having a home, of owning a home, you know what I mean, and having that equity. We're getting a lot more financially financially literate than the generations prior to. And which I understand that too, because shit, a lot of them didn't trust the goddamn the financial system
Oh yeah,
to begin with, like
yeah,
building credit and all that stuff. They didn't trust
hmm
that shit.
yeah.
Let me see. We got the original Panther fan said older women like that a younger dude has the time and attention for them and willing to be romantic and in tune with their emotions. When the older dude trying so hard to be an old school man. Hmm. I think when you're and see, it depends on what that younger age is because like back in the day, I was like the lover boy too. Like, you know what I mean? I think life over time, that shit started to pull that all of that extra mushy shit. It started to pull out of you. It started to
Yeah.
over time that
See,
shit
that's
started
because
to
they
fall
want
out.
everything. That's because they want everything. I can't go in here and work for this white man and let him drag my motherfucking ass and goddamn take all this abuse that I take on the job and then come home after putting in like say 50, 60, 70 hours a week.
Mm-hmm.
And then I want to come home and rub on your feet. I'm not going to be up to it. That's a lot of work.
It's a lot.
And then if I don't work those hours and I just let's say do my 40, then you can't have these little amenities that you have extra because I'm not working those hours. Now you mad and you don't want me to rub your damn feet because I can't buy you what you want.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? So you got to pick your poison. Everybody, and then that's another thing. The older we get, seem like to me, if you living right, you get a little bit wiser with your money. So
Mm-hmm.
when you get a little bit wiser with your money, you understand you got to save. You understand you got to invest. You understand you got to do something so that you can build money without working for it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You got to do something where you can build money without working for it. And whatever that is different for everybody. Whatever that is over time, it works. So when we young and we get on a job, but see, the thing is now y'all don't do what we did. Back in the day, we got on jobs and we stayed on the jobs. Y'all get on jobs, y'all there for a couple of years, y'all gone.
Oh
That's
yeah,
that's
because
the
that's how you
thing.
make the money.
That's how you make the
That's how
money.
you get to the
But
bread. We
but you
figured
don't
out.
carry your benefits with you though.
Yeah, you can carry it. 401ks can carry.
Hmm.
401ks can carry.
Yeah,
You can
they
carry because they
carry
don't be with the
they
actual
they
job
carry to jobs that offer
off of
them.
401k. Yeah,
That's
yeah,
right.
yeah. Like most of us got like well, I can't say most of us. My bad. Sometimes you got them. Your liens just be on the people that be around.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
Hmm.
I don't disagree with what you said.
Yeah.
Unc said that young dude laid pipe like a pro plumber because he ain't tired
That's
because
right.
he been home all day
That's
smoking,
right.
watching ass videos. He
Yeah,
ready.
that's right. That is exactly right. That's exactly right. And she making her own money, so it ain't bothering her because she been taking care of whatever it is she taking care of. She been doing that by herself and on her own, and so it don't bother her. But the thing about that is, what's gonna bother her is when she done got a little bit more age on her, and then young boy like, nah, you a little bit too old for me, ma. And then you ain't got nobody that's your age that's sitting there willing to be home with you because he tired just like you tired. He ready to retire like you ready to retire, or retired like you retired. And y'all can sit there in y'all rocking chairs and do whatever y'all do, or not in your rocking chairs. I'm just saying, do what y'all want to do. You done did right with your money. You want to take a few trips a year or whatever. You ain't paying for the trip by yourself. You got somebody there, y'all working together, taking these trips and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? And so you don't have that structure. And then when you get sick and you in the hospital and you got to be laid up in the bed at home for 2 months or whatever to get yourself together or whatever, and you got somebody to holler now, hey babe, bring me the, or somebody come in the room and say, hey baby, you hungry? You ain't got that.
Yeah, that shit.
You ain't got
I couldn't
that.
imagine.
You
I
know?
can't imagine. And see,
So it's trade-offs.
and I'm gonna say this again. And it's something that I'm gonna periodically go back and touch on because I think that this is one of those things that we kind of in my generation we need to change this because this shit's getting crazy. I think that men need to go, bro. We have to value those nurturing qualities of women. Unless we want these women to keep on getting more and more masculine, you have to praise and love and speak these things because bro, they're gonna get further and further away from the shit.
You got to verbalize.
And at the end of the day, I don't think that like men have like we haven't evolved past like the regular shit that we all would need. A plate, ass, left, you know what I mean? Not all the bumping gums, you know what I mean? And you'll be good. You that we still the same. They've evolved a lot, but we still, I think that the primary things that we just it's still the same. Niggas didn't really change like that. I've been ever since the beginning of my marriage. I'm still here 14 years later saying just the same shit. I don't need. I'm not asking for much more than that. And those are the things that I actually value more than anything. I understand, like, if shit was to get dark, you going out and getting a job and helping them so we can, you know what I mean, so we can sustain. But like, yeah, nah, I appreciate that. But what I value most about you is that you are nurturing. You're nurturing. That's the most important thing I think that women contribute to men because we don't have that, and we'll neglect ourselves just naturally, just because we feel that we got to just do that. We got to keep it going. We'll neglect ourselves.
I'm about 190, 195 right now. If Beverly leave my ass, I'll be 160. I'll be 160 in about 3 months.
Hey,
because I won't eat. I won't feed myself.
Hey, and I mean,
and like when I got hurt, I thanked her for being. She right there made sure I had everything I needed, and I thanked her for it. I appreciate it. You know what I mean? And that shit is important.
Shit's important.
It's important.
It's really the most important part about it
because we don't do nothing but get older. Everybody does that. Nobody can. That's one thing everybody does that nobody can change. I don't give a damn how much money you got. I don't give a damn how much you don't have. That's gonna happen. As long as you breathing, as long as you doing that, you gonna get older. And we do not get stronger as we get older. We hit a plateau, and then after that, it's downhill. I don't care what name you got, and what you eat. That happens. When you get to the top of that plateau, you coming down. You ain't gonna keep going up. You coming down. You heal different. It take longer to heal. All of that. Yeah. So it's important. It's definitely important.
I definitely be wanting to make sure to
you got that. Clean clothes. You go in the drawer. You don't have to worry about. You got clean socks and drawers. You just keep going in the drawer and getting them. They there. They don't never run out, do they?
I was looking at that. Hey. No, like even see, the thing is that I don't see that was stuff that I used to like harp on when I was younger. As you get older and then you start actually having kids, we didn't have kids until we was already 12 years in. So we had a long time without kids. So staying on it being in the drawer and all that shit. Like I used to but that ain't even nothing to argue about. You know what I mean? And the thing is crazy is that when it's no longer a thing to argue about, she even do better jobs at all of the shit. You know what I mean? When I stopped making it a big deal. And I think I just literally, once you stop having this idea of what it's supposed to be like, I think they're supposed to be killing most people's shit. Because supposed mean that your shit's always wrong. Because if it's always supposed to be at the end of the day, ain't nobody got whatever they're supposed to do thing. You may think that
every household runs different.
every single
I
one.
don't give a damn. They can give you a book and say it's supposed to be like this. Shit just ain't gonna work for your house. It ain't gonna work for your house. Your house run different, and people need to stop listening to other people tell them how their house supposed to be, how their relationship supposed to be, all of that, and just be fucking happy.
Yeah, I agree.
You know, just be fucking happy. Stop trying to tell people how to run their damn house when your house fucked up. You instead of trying to tell somebody how to run their shit and your shit fucked up. Stop trying to tell somebody how to run their damn house and take care of yours.
Hey, that's what we. Oh, this is a good one that I have. Maybe this will be the maybe be the last one we go on to. So they talk a lot about the masculine, feminine, alpha, beta, all of these things, and even Kevin Samuels before he passed, he was talking about he had the criteria for like high value. There's been like a lot of different categories and all of these different fucking titles and things that we've been exploring here in the YouTube sphere, whatever you want to call it. Do you consider yourself alpha?
Do I? No,
Alpha man?
no, because my definition of an alpha man, one of the criterias to me of an alpha man is somebody that's very aggressive
Mm,
when it's not necessary.
mm.
That is one of the definitions of an alpha man.
To you?
It's to me.
Mm-hmm.
To me, they very aggressive when it's not necessary. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They get they get amped up and basically it's a pissing match. You know what I'm saying? And I don't see the need for it.
Are you do you consider yourself a high value man?
Of course.
Mm.
I hold myself to a high standard, and I try to live in a standard to which other people can hold me at that value, as in that realm in my world.
Mm.
Now, if you put me up there with a certain tier of people, of earners or whatever, then I wouldn't be a high value man. But in my
So you talking
in
about
my
as you want to define it
yeah in
in your
my
own definition
I'm gonna say in my circle of people, in the people that I
or
deal with,
comparative to
comparative to my circle of people, then I'm considered a high value. I'm definitely at the top tier of earner if you basing it off that
oh, it's
in
more
that
than
care.
that though.
But I know it's more than that. But that is a lot of people are great guys, great. They got a quarter. They can't be high value.
Right.
So that's why I'm saying if you basing it, you can be looked at that way in a lot of people's eyes just because you are financially able to you're financially
You're above average earner
uh,
amongst the people around you.
that's what I was trying to say.
Yeah.
You're above average earner around for the people around you or whatever. So yeah, in that sense, I would say yeah, I'm a high value person.
Yeah,
But
I guess.
I don't think that that's the most important part. But I think that that's the part that most people would say you have to be. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's what I mean. I'm not saying that's the most important part. I'm just saying that I have that part. So people just from surface look at me and they would say he's a high value man.
Mm.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I think that like the whole time I was listening to it, I found it because I'm talking about listening to Kevin Samuels and he
Mm-hmm.
gave a definition of high value, which and I've never like tried, I've never created my own, so I wouldn't. So either way, I'm sorry if I'm kind of bouncing around. Based on his definition, from what I remember, it was like makes X amount of money for at
Mm-hmm.
least I think it was like 3 to 5 years, makes
Mm-hmm.
6 figures, 3 to 5 years or something like that. Then it was like his peers
Yep.
are high
Your
value men
peers. Mm-hmm.
and they accept you into the
As,
group as a high value man.
exactly.
Um it was a few different ones. Well, I say like I never made 6 figures before. So I wouldn't, and I don't really give a fuck about me being a high value man or not. Like, I think that it's, to me, that sounds like more of a woman thing to do for a man. If you like it, oh, it just makes me feel away when I hear somebody say that I'm not a high value. I don't give a
I
fuck.
don't give
A
a
fact,
shit
the thing
neither.
is based on whatever metric
I don't give
you are
a shit.
using, whatever your metrics are.
Mhm.
If I fit it, I fit it. If I don't, then I'm still okay with that.
I am
Like,
too, though.
at the end of the day, like, I'm not like, so you know what I mean. And then like the alpha and beta thing, it was like having that conversation, and then Marquette talked to me. He introduced Sigma male to me, and I like literally I fit that more than anything. It's like I'm not like a like the braggadocious, like in your face and give a fuck so much
Yeah,
that you think that
yeah.
I'm this or that.
I
Like,
like to, yeah,
I don't
I like
really,
to joke around with that, but I really don't care. I
yeah,
really don't care. I really don't. I just want to be able to do certain things. And once I'm able to do those things, I don't give a shit about that money.
yeah,
And like I say, I put, I got your name on everything because it does. I want y'all to be in better shape than I was when my parents left me. And that's the most important thing to me. That money don't mean shit to me. It really don't. I just want to be able to take care of what I need to take care of and not have to worry about nothing. I don't
yeah.
care about all of that.
And that's what
And to be honest, but
I'm.
it's a lot of people that really do, and it's a lot of people that bring, that stuff up. But I don't I like to, joke and play with it or whatever, but I bust my ass to get to a financial position to where I felt like I was comfortable. I
Yeah,
bust my ass to do that.
yeah, yeah. I don't know. Like, to me, man, that shit just don't mean that much to me.
That's what I'm
You know
saying.
what I mean? And I guess
And I
because
love it too that you are like that. And I like to, that's why I got my truck. It ain't new. My regular car, my Lexus, it ain't new. I got my
yeah.
house. I work on it every day. I ain't going out there trying to buy all this lavish stuff. I don't care. That's not
See, the
me.
thing is that's how you
That's
can
not me.
guarantee that you'll never be that you'll
Exactly.
never get really to where you're trying to get,
Exactly.
is that you just keep buying new shit. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And that's why, like, one
Yep.
thing that I made sure to do is, like, I don't just like, I like cars, right? I like cars in general,
Yep.
but I like specific cars for
For
specific
specific.
reasons.
hmm
So it's not like the new one comes out and I want the new version because I like this one. This reason.
Yeah.
If I like this one,
Yeah.
if I really like this one, the next one to come out, that doesn't move me like
hmm
that.
Yeah, it's like my Lexus. I
Yeah.
look. I worked. I said when I got to a certain point, I was gonna buy that Lexus, and I bought it.
Yeah, it's just
And then now,
paid off.
because I'm, maybe done move beyond that. I'm not gonna go back and buy a newer Lexus. I
Yeah.
wanted that Lexus. It's been good to me. It's paid for. Ain't nobody coming to get it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm good.
That's
I'm
the
good.
thing. Like, all you gotta do is get you some headlights and some
Mhm.
tail lights and some exhaust
And
cold
you'll
air
love it
intake.
all over
Yeah,
again.
new
And you'll,
nav.
yeah.
Just do
Mhm.
that because, man,
Yeah.
that they say that the car payment is the number one thing that keeps people poor.
Yeah.
I think the average car payment
Yeah.
is something crazy, like $600-700 a month. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yes,
That's
sir.
crazy. When I was paying, I think at one point my highest car payment ever, I think it was like maybe like four. My credit was fucked. I was paying like 430, 460 or something like that a month in 2000 and maybe like 2000. I was in the military.
hmm
I was in the military and
And
my
it,
credit was fucked during that time. And it was like a 2013 Impala
yeah.
LT, the motherfucking dash clicking and shit.
Yeah.
And I was paying like 430s, 460 or something like that for that motherfucker.
hmm
My credit score was like goddamn.
Ooh.
That motherfucker was some shit. It was like, had it been like maybe high four,
Mm.
it was atrocious. Remember, the interest rate was like 19. It was killing my ass.
They said bend over when you
Good
came in there. You said
God.
okay.
And you know the fucked up thing is the dude was somebody that was like, he was like family.
Really?
Yeah, he knew, like, I got through Marshall, got his name through Marshall. Some kind of way he was like part of the family. I was like, he's gonna give me this deal and all that. Man,
He screwed you.
I can't even blame him. I screwed my damn self with
Because you
that fucked up
signed it.
credit. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Let me see. Let me see. We'll get one more and then we'll get out of here. We appreciate y'all tapping in. We just sustained a few people in here for quite a bit, and we appreciate that. Um, I want to do the. Hmm, you can pick. I got two. So one of them is, do you think kids can save a marriage or a relationship? And the other one is, how long do you think a woman should hold out sex to be considered a candidate for old lady? I already know which one you're gonna pick. Hurry up. Just go ahead, bro.
I ain't even, I love, what I mean. I just love women and I love that thing. It's just so
What is that? So which one are we
so I
going with?
just I just
The second one.
yeah, we're gonna go with the second one because
So is there a time
I
frame?
get carried away with that.
The second one was that. Was that? So you want to go with the first one?
No, I want to go with the first one because
Kids.
I'm gonna get
Okay.
carried away
The
with that.
kids one.
Yeah, I'm gonna get carried away with that.
All right. It's up to you, bro. So do you think kids can save a marriage or a relationship?
No, no,
Why is that?
they just prolong it. They just prolong it. That's just a fact. They don't.
No, it's just an
They can.
opinion.
They just
It's not a fact. It's opinion.
no,
Go ahead.
no. They just prolong it. I'm not basing it off me.
Oh, I mean, so what I would say is that, of course, it's not going to guarantee that you'll die together. Absolutely not.
So you said the question was,
Yeah. So I just worded it badly. I didn't know you was gonna
okay.
goddamn rep into it
Uh,
that way. I didn't know you was gonna go in that angle. But I'm still gonna say yes, right? And the reason why I say yes, because it was crazy because a lot of people that haven't been in this scenario, they say no. They just say no. But then if you look at like back in the day, that was what a lot of people stayed together for, was the kids.
mhm,
And then once you had so much, so the length of time together, you
mhm,
fuck around and just die together because that's
mhm,
all you ever known, and you don't
mhm.
want to fucking figure anything else
But
out.
we're not talking about back in the day. We're
And
talking about
okay,
now.
but see, can I?
Go ahead.
Well, it doesn't. I think that that's because people are much more selfish than they want to admit that they are. Um, and I think it goes like both ways. Like at the end of the day, and then kids are fucking super accidental these days, like, or have always been. Like, I'm a firm believer in, like, you shouldn't be having accidental kids.
I don't understand how you have accidental
Yeah,
kids.
hey, this what they call them.
You stuck
That's
it.
what they
You
call
stuck it
them.
in there. You bust off,
Raw. You was
You
in there
bust
raw
off,
and shooting the club up
and
for no damn reason.
and then so how was it an accident?
But that's what they call them. So that's why I want to use their language. I ain't want to really, you know what I mean? You can say the accidents. I don't believe in that shit either. But I do believe that.
I
And then,
got five. Ain't there one of them an accident?
yeah,
I bust in there
every time.
every time.
It ain't never.
Ugh, hold that. Hold that.
But I sincerely do believe that, like, we still think we're important. People will be with somebody, have kids, and then you think that you being happy is still important. At the end of the day, you can learn to be happy with your situation. You know what I mean? You can learn to be happy.
hmm
Happiness is something that changes day to day anyway. So, like, at the end of the day, like, shit's gonna happen and you gonna feel shitty, and it may be a few days, maybe a couple weeks, but I mean, at the end of the day, like, you're no longer the priority. And I'll say, like, me and my wife worked through a whole bunch of different stuff based in. I mean, I think majority of it was that we had kids, and neither one of us are more important than having them in a two-parent household and trying to build this quote unquote idea of the nuclear family. And yeah, the thing is that she appreciates my contribution.
hmm
I appreciate her contribution. You know what I
hmm
mean? And like this is just not an option. It's just not an option. I'm
There's a
not
lot
gonna.
of women that would appreciate your contribution.
No, I believe
You
it.
know what I mean? They get to stay their motherfucking ass at home, ain't got to do nothing but
No, I believe
eat,
it.
sleep, and goddamn wash clothes
Yeah,
and
and I
cook.
honestly, I never would during those younger years growing up. That was never like my goal. I was
Mhm.
never a dude that thought like I wanted to be a traditional guy and my wife not working. Da da da. No, I like math. The math was, you know what I mean. Math. You start doing addition, that shit be fire.
Yeah.
That was my mindset. But like, especially with kids, I definitely see the benefit of like her being home and the kids being her. You know what I mean? I'll say I'm a priority, but the kids are like the priority. And You know what I mean? They
I
tutoring and all kind of shit.
I give you, I give you kudos. I mean, that's the ideal family dynamic,
That
because
sound good.
it makes the family stronger. The kids grow up different when mom's at home,
Mm.
and the dad he
She
go
a
out to
full time
work.
nurturer.
She's a full-time nurturer. They get no. The, what it does is it keeps these fools out here in the street that doing this old crazy stuff from getting access to your children
Oh yeah.
in
They
their
learn.
most vulnerable years.
I swear that's right.
That's what it does.
And that was a thing that
And
I thought was
so,
very important. Go ahead.
yeah,
I'm sorry, I'm interrupting
yeah. So you've been doing it all night, bro. So I mean, I've been trying to tell you disrespectful ass
you.
to calm down. But yeah. But seriously though, yeah, that's pretty much what I wanted to say. You can go ahead.
Yeah, I found it that like a lot of the time it'd be so much raising doing outside of your house. They rate like you
Mhm.
were saying, and it wasn't so intentional until I like really realized like she went to pre-K,
Mhm.
and when I seen it's like okay, so we had her at home and we had her amongst us pretty much all of her life at this point, and then when I seen like certain things that these other people kids do rubbing off on her and seeing her bring that stuff home, and it's like damn, if she would have been in there with them this whole time, ain't no telling how much because you literally be spending more time with them than you do with your own peoples.
Mhm.
And so I didn't even really realize that that was something that I valued until like seeing like, bro, a lot of this shit that these kids be doing. I'm glad that I ain't really got to deal with that stuff
Mhm.
because I don't, bro. All this, I'm just a little bit more traditional than I ever thought. Okay, I want to ask you this question. Um, why do you think it is that like okay, so you remember during the election, we're not going to talk about the election, but during the election, you were hearing a lot more people talking about like black men coming in and like saying like I am conservative, not politically, but socially.
Mhm.
I am more conservative. And I hadn't really heard that. I realized that I am definitely more conservative. My lifestyle
I, I, I,
speaks that way.
I
What do you think that it attributes to? What can you what can you attribute that to? Do you think?
the conservative the conservative side of I think, and it's to really I realize this to be perfectly honest through the conversations we already done had about this. I think we are more conservative. I agree with you. And the more, and the light has been shining on that lately for me a lot. That I think we're more conservative than we realize that we are.
Mhm. Talk about as a black
As a
community or
yeah,
okay, yeah,
yeah. I think we're
I
more
agree.
conservative than we realize that we are. And I think is that the reason for it, the way we are being the way we are, is we look at too much TV. They
Mm,
tell us too many lies. And they told them to our parents, and then our parents taught them to us.
mm,
Yeah, just like we was talking about the kids being influenced by people on the outside.
mhm,
We got influenced too much by people on the outside through a screen.
mhm,
You know what I mean? Our parents did the same thing, and then it was the fact that they told us them lies, and by the time the truth came around, because like I explained to you one time before, at one point, if something happened in New York, it 2-3 years before it get to Charlotte.
mm.
You know what I'm saying? So by the time you realize it's a lie, you've been living that lie so long. Now it's the truth.
It's just a part of your
It's just a part
personality
of
at
your
that
person.
point. Yeah.
Exactly.
That's crazy.
Exactly. So that's what it is.
Yeah.
But once you separate yourself, disassociate yourself from that, which now I find myself, if it's not a movie that I intentionally want to watch because I like, the entertainment or whatever, I don't look at no regular news. I only
Mm,
look at business news and the weather. And I only really look at the weather because they don't predict the weather the way they're supposed to because you ain't paying for it.
uh,
They got weather services now that you pay for. That's right on the money to the doggone second.
yeah, but they say like the weather shit that should change. It's
It does, but that's what I'm saying. That way, if you get that you can get that app on your phone. When you paying for that, it changes with the weather, second to second.
mm,
It changes. When the drop of water hit the ground, you will know while it's coming down when it hit that it was hit.
Mm.
You see what I'm saying? So why would they tell you the truth? Or why would they,
Free.
pay for that extra technology or whatever to get it that precise for you for free
Mm-hmm.
when you paying for it over here? So that's what I think it is.
Yeah, I think that as men specifically, and a lot of us were raised by single mothers, but I think that as we've grown to this age, particularly right now, I think that a lot of the reason why we believe we're so liberal is because of religion.
Mhm.
I think that because we were so, and I'm not bashing religion at all, not at all. I'm not bashing religion. I'm just saying that religion, especially in the way that it was taught in in our churches, was that it was very it's very liberal. It's very, you know what I mean. The idea is like, just they don't put enough onus on the faith without works is dead, and like, you know what I mean. You do the work part. They don't put it at this point. It came to a point to where they kind of just was like it was feel good religion.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? And so that gives you a little bit more of a liberal thing. But as you grow as a man, you'll start to see the world don't give a fuck like that, and you gonna have to do it. And niggas don't want to be anything close to like soft. Like you want to be back strong, checking boxes. You know what I mean? And so like that comes with a more conservative outlook on life. Once you've experienced it for a certain period of time, it's like, yeah, I don't want to be that. I
Yeah,
don't want to be that. I don't need my mama coddling me from the world. No, no, no. I need to. I'm gonna go ahead and face this thing, get through this thing, so I can be better on the other side. As a matter of fact, let's do it now. Let's not. I don't want to wait till next year for the shit. No, let's go ahead and get this now, so I can go ahead and get to the other side. You know what I mean? And I think that that's just more of a. I don't know. That's the shit that I
that's the
fuck
way
with.
I tax shit.
That's the way I
Bills,
fuck
everything.
with
I
shit.
attack them just like that. Let's deal with this shit right now.
Yeah.
Let's knock this shit out now. So tomorrow I can be worrying about other shit or doing something else, or even not just doing nothing because I don't feel like it, because I already done took care of my business. That's what I. That's how I practice, and that's how I in, encourage people that are in my life to move in that manner. Just gonna knock this stuff out. Just gonna knock it
Mm.
out, be done with it, and then chill on the other side.
This is the final leadership hire. Oh, they going back and forth in the chat. Look like somebody had some smoke for somebody.
Oh,
They was talking about, oh, he was talking about the financial. Oh, Huck made a comment earlier about like the women with the degrees and stuff be financially illiterate,
mm-hmm.
and they've been having smoke for him ever since. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Um. And then Unc said kids just make a couple. Kids just make a couple. Put the child in counselor. I don't know.
Counseling.
Counseling as an adult. I don't know. If you are a religious person and truly are a believer, you're a conservative person. I actually do believe that, like, if you the things that I've heard from people that are actually like really reading the Bible, it's just more conservative. But the way that they preach it
Yeah,
in the church house
yeah.
seems like it's very
That's why
liberal.
I'm not in the church now. Is because they preach a lie and know they preaching a lie.
It was crazy when I first started.
When I
Go ahead.
realized that they was preaching a lie and know they preaching a lie, I'm going to church for you to
Hmm.
lie to me
On purpose.
on purpose, and you
Yes.
know you lying to me. Nah, but now I got faith.
Hmm.
I believe what I believe. You know what I'm saying? And I might not get on my knees every night. I might not talk to him every day, but he know where my heart is. You
Hmm.
know what I'm saying? And my relationship with him is my relationship with him. It ain't yours. It ain't your mama's. It ain't your friends. It ain't my friends. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? And I don't care what they think, because my relationship with him is my relationship with him. And I think me and him got a pretty good relationship. I didn't think he done got me through some things, and I give him full credit for it. I think he done got me through some things in my life that if it had not been for him, I wouldn't be where I'm at right now.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And I believe
I
that
can agree.
wholeheartedly. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm with it.
Yeah,
But
mom do
I
something
ain't gonna
say.
let no man, cause he called himself a pastor or whatever it is, and he gonna tell me these lies and he know he lying to me and then expect me to give him my money. Nah, bruh. Let me give you my money for it. Get out of here.
What is it, 10%?
Yeah, I don't know.
Hey,
2% too much for me.
hey, and it's before taxes.
And
They
before
want the
taxes.
gross.
That's right.
10%
right.
of your gross.
That's right.
I remember.
Not your net, but your gross.
Yeah, I remember us being like, you know what I mean? Mom Dukes did a good job too of not letting us know all the way that we was poor.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't feel as, you know what I mean? The poverty don't necessarily got to feel like the movies and shit.
Yeah.
Or like some people that was in the hood, you can see that they was living this shit differently
Yeah.
than we was having to live.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I didn't, done had a cold shower before. I didn't, you know what I mean? But it wasn't like, you know what I mean? It didn't feel like, even though you did, you know what I mean? It didn't feel like, because it's love in the house.
That's right.
You know what I mean? So it didn't feel like some of these other people, like Mom Dukes ain't just cuss us out like dogs and shit and just talk to us crazy all the time. You know what I mean? You did something, she might start looking around for a goddamn flip flop or a heel or something to throw at you because you was, you know what I mean? You doing, but it wasn't nothing like,
I can see her doing that shit.
Oh, what? She get to looking around?
Yeah.
That's when you got to bail.
Yeah, you got to bail.
You got to bail.
Yeah.
She gonna find something remote.
Yeah.
Whatever that thing is, she get to looking around. You might well go ahead and start getting down the flow. But shoot, man, this has been fun, man. This is another episode of Who You Talking To. We appreciate y'all tapping in and people that was in and tapped out. We appreciate all y'all. We'll be back next week. We're gonna stick with the new time, 8:30 on Saturdays. Hey, I am the host here. Oh, we got To Be Fair show tomorrow at 4:30. That's me and my guys. Johnny P and Q, another great episode. That we've been doing that show for about two and a half years. It's something we love to do at this point. Again, we got Who You Talking To every Saturday at 8:30. Then they got Unpacked. It's a great freaking show too, man. Tap in on Wednesdays at 9:30. Hey, and this is Who You Talking To. I am the host, OleHead Rell.
You OleHead Rell?
Am I not OleHead Rell?
Okay, I just wanted to make sure. Yeah.
Corey Holcomb Jr., aka the Glizzy Gobbler, aka Vote Blue No Matter Who, OleHead Senior. All right, now.
All right.
Peace, family. All right, man. Love you.